people could give their opinion on Jig. Obviously, it's recorded. Maybe somebody, maybe he'll hear it somehow, or at least people will tell him. Thank you, CB. What's wrong with him?
I mean, I can kind of give like just an overall like first impression of Jig, and then I'll give my or JIG. How he go? JIG or Jig? Can I abbreviate it? Can I say it straight through? What I gotta do?
It don't matter. People do both.
Okay. So my first impression of both, because that was my first time seeing him and Ceez. Okay, so I'll just start with him. I do like him. I absolutely do like him. Knowing going into this battle, knowing that it was his second battle. So I'm very gracious on how I critique him because this is his second battle. But from what I see, is this somebody that I will want to see again perform and put on a show? Absolutely. Do I think that he was possibly overmatched for his competition at this time in his career, very very young career? I do. So maybe if he would probably look better if it was with somebody who maybe wasn't as well versed or well seasoned. As Ceez is, it's obvious you can tell the night and day, like the contrasting like differences between both of them in their careers. But yeah, I do like him. I would change. I will hope that he will improve on a couple things, which I'm sure if he is serious about battle rap, he will. I mean, from first battle to fifth battle, you are like night and day. And that's not me speaking as coming from a battler's perspective, but just me as a fan of battle rap. When you watch somebody from the beginning and then you check them out a couple battles down the line, typically they have improved drastically. And so I'm hoping that for him. But I think from what he has as beginning in his career in this field, I think he has a lot to achieve and to prove people right. Because I'm actually rooting for him to be successful. I think he has what it takes. And then let me get on Ceez. Okay, so Ceez, this is the first time me checking you out. Let me tell you something, young sir. You fucking got it. I ain't gonna hold you. You have it. You absolutely have it. You have the type of charisma and
Yo, my
electricity
bad. Can
on
y'all hear me?
stage. Ceez, yes, you have what it takes as far as like I can see you soon, if not now, but I can see your presence soon on um on stages that we all recognize. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see how far your career goes. I'm happy that you're starting off with whoever wants smoke because I think you are a great asset to them as they are to you. I'm wishing you all your success and all your flowers because I absolutely think you have every intangible that's necessary to be one of the biggest names in the culture. So keep doing what the fuck you're doing, young sir. Hey, Reckless, Fly Guy. Hey, I saw your face off. So I can't wait to see your battle. Um, yeah, you're fire.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I like the way you talk your shit. And so if somebody's a good shit talker, please believe me and MJ the Menace down there at the bottom. We definitely gonna pull up. If you talk your shit, I'm definitely pulling up, and I'm definitely rooting for the nigga who talks the best shit. But I'm gonna use this
That's
time
what's
to
up.
shout out whoever won't smoke. Talk that big Buffalo shit, that 716 shit. Got Mama in the
Y'all know
building.
the
Y'all know the
vibes.
vibes. We got CB in the building, C's in the building. Shout out to everybody who representing whoever won't smoke. I was introduced to whoever won't smoke via Tzzy Gang, Tzzy Gang's own Hustle, and Tzzy Gang's own Mama. So wasn't hip. Obviously, I'm not from Buffalo, so I wasn't hip to the league. But once I got put on, I'm like, wow. I was very impressed with the y'all know I'm a visual person. So when I first tuned into the battle, I'm like, this doesn't look like a small league at all. This doesn't look like a new league at all. So shout out to y'all for just being super professional. I've heard nothing but great things from the quality of the battles, like in the building to the efficiency and everything. And I'm really getting some FOMO. I really feel like I'm missing out on shit because I'm not up there and I'm not able to support in person the way I want to, but I think that you guys have the next league on the rise. I don't see no reason why y'all can't be the We Go Hard, the baby version, or the baby version of URL, or on the same size. I know that's what the NBA is, or whatever the fuck people want to say, and that's where people want to go. But at the end of the day, if y'all want to be stingy and keep the shit in Buffalo, I'll be mad at it or whatever. That means I'm gonna have to come up to Buffalo. But I'm with the shits, and apparently y'all got the little chicken dip that had people leaning. So I'm here for that too. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to whoever wants smoke.
Shout out to pretty bully on a infused shit. You heard?
Yeah, because we have nothing like that down here in the Carolina. At least from I just got here, so I don't know what the fuck going on down here. So I've got to find the ins and the outs of everything. But yeah, shout out to y'all. I can't wait to get up there to rock out with y'all, to meet all the talent. There's so many talented people on y'all roster. And obviously, even when the bigger names, the well-known names come in, they still show your league and you and the other artists a hell of a lot of respect, because we see a lot of people come in and shit on smaller leagues. So that just lets you know the type of respect that people have for y'all. And I'm glad I'm affiliated with y'all. So boom, there we go.
Appreciate that, man. As far as the names go, shout out to Miss Petty. As far as that battle, shout out to Miss Petty. Shout out to Show Off. Shout out to Fonz. As far as the battle tip go, yeah, they definitely came through. All three of them showed out. So yeah, we definitely appreciate them for that, because that's one thing with the names. With some names, you really never know what you're gonna get from them. But yeah, them boys, especially Fonz. I mean, he came through on he was at Midnight Madness the Friday, because that was March. The first Midnight Madness was March 25th, or February, or January. My bad, January. And then he came through right after that, and then literally the next day, he put on that performance against SDK. That just dropped. If I ain't see that, Fonz versus SDK. Fire. It's a one rounder due to certain circumstances, but that's definitely a dope battle though. It's already at damn near 3K in less than a
Damn,
week.
what, 3 days, 4 days? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it's a fact. It dropped Friday, so yeah, it's almost at 3K already. Gully,
See, the
yo, what's
real ones
good,
know.
bro?
The real ones know. What up, Gully?
Yo, what's going on, gang? Shout out Tzzy gang, you already. Yep, and we
Yeah,
gonna be traveling too. This ain't just gonna be a Buffalo thing. I wanted to touch on that with you. You know what I mean? We definitely understand there's people that's gonna be out in the different cities and states that's gonna support us more than here, because a lot of times in the city you at, catch on a little later. So we definitely salute y'all for supporting from afar though. Word.
We just out here trying to raise the bar. That's all we trying to do. We just humble soldiers of the battle rap community trying to raise the bar.
yo, you're annoying with that shit, bro. Yeah.
You know, we need that. It's necessary in battle rap anyway, especially to have a bunch of members with different views and different outlooks and different preferences. So we need to hear y'all opinions so the artists can step it up and the people listening can know what to bring. You know what I mean? So salute y'all for that.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. So, okay, Hustle had a great idea. We just kind of gonna explain the Tizzy breakdowns and kind of how this came about. So Hustle had a great idea, like, hey, we should probably be reviewing battles. Like we all have, like you said, Gully, like different perspectives, and we look for different things in battlers and battles, and how do we classify a good battle and a good battler. You know what I mean? So we tried to come together and put our brains together for all these years we've been watching this shit and indulging this culture to figure out, okay, how can we pretty much judge a battle without any bias? And so that's where Emery came in. Emery is a battle rapper out of Baltimore, and I'll let him give you like his background or whatever. But he was like, hey, I used to use a scorecard and this, that, and the third. So we just kind of politicked and figure out like what's the best way for us to score battles and score battlers, and then at the end of the day, figure out a clear. A lot of times we judge based on 2-1 or 3-0. But for me, I watch boxing, I watch MMA, I watch a lot of sports that have or tennis that have actual scorecards, and it's bigger than just winning a round or winning, the battle. I want to see exactly what you did to win that round or to win that battle. So I don't know if we were Hustle, Emery. Did you all want to share the scorecard in the jumbotron maybe, or how does that happen? Do we
Yeah,
got
I can put. I can. Do you talking about my personal scorecard, or you just talking about the overall scorecard?
just the overall scorecard so they can see exactly? So when we go down and tell people what we scored, they can kind of follow along with us.
Yeah, yeah. Let me tweet that out.
Okay.
Yeah, what we gonna do? While Emery tweeting that, putting it in the Tigertron, as the one dude called it, the Tigertron. Um, we gonna do this for yeah, I don't even know where he got that from, but yeah, we gonna do this for like all of the whoever wants smoke battles. I mean, eventually, we're gonna branch off to other leagues and do battles, but yeah, at first I wanted us to start with the whoever wants smoke battles. So we're literally gonna do every battle that we have. We're gonna start from the beginning. So that's why we picked the season jig battle. That was the first battle on whoever wants smoke. So that'll be the first battle. We're gonna do it every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 8ish Eastern Standard Time. So after this, then the second battle would be SDK and Telly was the second battle. But yeah, we gonna go in order once we get caught up with whoever wants smoke battles. Then we definitely, or even in the meantime, we might pick another day to do other leagues battles because whoever on smoke, we just got a few battles. But yeah, it's definitely something we want to do. Want to be different as far as like reviewing battles. Want to say, oh, so and so won 2-1, 3-0. Like Naj said, that's what everybody do. But us here at Tzzy Gang, what we like doing is we like being different. We like being different with everything we do. Tzzy Queen, shout out to the Queens. They do their thing on Sundays. That's something that I don't really see people doing. They might pick a day, like a Monday, and they do everything on Monday. But Tzzy Gang, we trying to be, we got Tuesday set up for the Tizzy breakdowns. We got Wednesday High and Hilarious, Thursday the Mental Spaces, Saturday with the shits, Sundays Tizzy Queens. So yeah, we gonna be all in people's face, man. We ain't going nowhere. We here. We're not just here making spaces. We're not just here talking shit. I mean, we do talk our shit, obviously, but for the most part, we wanna be different. We want people to. Well, people are already reaching out to us like, hey, can you review our battles? You feel me? So people already see what we doing. We doing interviews, all type of that. So even with y'all too, um, with the battle rappers that's in the league. What we gonna do too? I don't know what days or when we gonna start, but we are going to eventually like interview y'all as well. Um, our interviews are different. It's not just about battle rap. I mean, obviously we talk battle rap, but also if y'all got music, you know what I mean. We talk about your music career and everything. So just like with whoever wants smoke, Tizzy Gang is the same as far as like, we here for the artists. You feel me? It's not just about whoever wants smoke, the league, the name. It's not just about me and bro. Tizzy Gang is not just about all the Tizzy Gang. It's not about that. We here for the artists and we here to promote the artists. So, um, artists, y'all music. If y'all could send the music, you feel me? So we could listen to that and promote that for y'all as well. We definitely do that. So. Shout out to y'all. Keep working, man. Keep
That's a big
smoking.
fact.
For sure. And the scorecard is in the jumbotron. If anybody has a chance to look at it and tell me how they feel.
Yeah, so while you guys are looking, I'm gonna kind of like recap it a little bit so you can kind of see what we're looking at. So okay, that's our scorecard. So we got it broken down for Battle of One or Battle of Two. You know what I mean? Obviously you see round one, round two, round three, and then we have 5 areas where we're grading the battler: energy, performance, punches, schemes, moments. So we'll clarify a couple things. So of course, 1 to 5, one being your lightest bar, 5 being like a haymaker, something crazy. Moments. It's a little bit different. So it's kind of like a haymaker, but kind of not. It's a room shaker. So whatever you do to shake the room, a lot of times where we're watching a battle, we're saying that okay, this person shook the room, but it wasn't necessarily a bar that shook the room. It wasn't necessarily a crazy haymaker or something crazy that went down that you said verbally that shook a room. It could be your crowd control. It can be Ceez, you had moments where you said a bar that was fire, but then you looked at the crowd and you were able to grab all of them in and really like put them niggas in a chokehold. That's kind of what we're talking about with moments. I'll give you another example where Clips battled B Dot and Clips went off in that second round with freestyling. Okay, it was subpar, whatever. It was okay. And then he goes off on the freestyle, like the kind of like this and old girl behind B Dot. That wasn't a bar, that wasn't a punch, that was just a moment. But that moment was so huge, it won him the entire round. So that's how we're kind of grading that part as well. And then we have a bonus. The bonus is looked apart. So that can be just your style, the conviction, the believability. All of that is included in that. That's an actual bonus. It can't hurt your score, but it can definitely help your score. So you see on the far right, you have the totals at the end of each attribute. So for the energy at the end of the energy, we'll say his energy or her energy for the total battle or for the battle concluded with 10 points. Okay, we'll just total up the score and we total up the score, and we'll do that for each attribute. At the end of the scorecard, you'll see okay, this is the total score. Add all the attributes together. This is their total score. So you'll be able to see, hey, out of 15 possible points in energy, they rated me a 6. So you'll know as a battler, now I know, oh yeah, I need to do better, but I know exactly what I need to improve on. You know what I mean? And this is just our opinion. This is not like, this ain't science and no shit like that. This is just us battle rap lovers and people who have literally been watching hundreds of battlers over 10, 15 years. And these are the things that we look for. So, if any of y'all have any questions or anything like that, please let us know. Or maybe some additions. As a battler, are these attributes you would want to be judged by? Or maybe we missed something. We're happy to add, happy to make changes. Like I said, this is our very first Tzzy breakdown. And so we're going to be more, I guess, thorough in the future. But right now, this is kind of what we have. And I think we have a good foundation to start. So before we kind of go through the battles and break it up, does anybody have anything that they will maybe want added to the scorecard in the future or amended or whatever? Anybody?
You good, big bro?
Yo, just a quick question. I see that on the scorecard it has like schemes, but I see like every battler's not like don't have schemes in their round. So how would you like rate that if they don't have a scheme? Like, do you have to have a scheme to even get points on that?
I personally, me personally, like Rum Nitty schemes in his punch. See, not every punch is built the same way. Like I can have a regular punch that's just like wet like water. Like I don't consider that a scheme. But if it's like fucking Bruce Lee better Jet or Jackie or Chan you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of a scheme in its own way. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Blue, what you got? Hey, Boogie Blue.
Hey everybody, I just joined, so I don't know if this was asked already or not. But do you give anything for entendres, because some rappers may not scheme, but they may be heavily with entendres and metaphors and stuff like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer that first, and then y'all can chime in. So how I look at it is like schemes, angles, and like double entendres and shit like that. All of that is within wrapped for me. That's all wrapped up within a scheme. You got some people who angle crazy, some people who have, their one bar is gonna have 3 or 4 different meanings, or two or three different meanings. For me, that's a scheme. It doesn't have to be long and drawn out like some artists will just have 6 or 7, 8, 9, go on and on lines and bars, and then it'll add up to a scheme. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be direct, like Emery said. It can be a 2-line scheme. It can be like you just said, a double entendre. To me, that's all grouped into scheme for me. Emery and Hustle, do y'all agree or disagree?
I mean, it's also grouped into punch. So I mean, if like a double entendre, like fucking who twerk has a lot of double entendre wordplay type punches. Um, so I wouldn't know how in your opinion how do you feel it would be separated when you double entendre? Do you consider it a punch or do you just consider it an entendre?
It depends where it falls, because some double entendres can be filler. Some double entendres, because sometimes you can use a double entendre to get to a punch. I'm just trying to understand the scorecard. I don't have anything necessarily against it, but I just want to know, because I'm like, for example, I'm not a big schemer, but I do use a lot of entendres, for example. So it's like I wouldn't necessarily know if that would fall under a scheme or fall under a punch, but I do know that not every entendre is a punch. It could just be filler. It could just be, a lot of different things. So I'm just trying to figure out where it falls.
Maybe there should be a wordplay section.
Yeah, wordplay.
Something to look into.
Yeah,
Wordplay, for
wordplay.
sure.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. And see,
Yeah, wordplay.
y'all see the here's the crazy thing about battle rap. Like battle rap is not math, it's not science, it's not concrete. So even when we're trying to kind of bring those methods of measurement into this culture, it's almost impossible to do it. So we're trying to do something that kind of gives people a clearer picture of what's going on. But this is so much gray area, and obviously you just pointed out one. It's so much gray area. So, and at the end of the day, it's all subjective. I mean, who gives a fuck about what I think at the end of the day?
We care.
Oh, thank you.
I
Group
mean,
hug.
nah, it's not that. You know what it is y'all just starting too. So y'all gonna have things y'all want to add and shit like that too. So this is the beginning. You know what I mean? So she just asking because I mean, you want to know when you writing, when you getting judged for it. But that might be a question that anybody might have. So y'all just starting off. So y'all doing great. Y'all doing good. It's a good idea. It's always gonna be things you fix and twist and add to. So don't look at it like that. So that's definitely dope. I mean, from my opinion.
Oh no, we definitely not looking at it crazy. I literally doing this card for this battle. I was like, I don't like the score because it didn't look the way that I felt. So like, trust me, I get it.
Right. See, Saint?
Hey everyone. Real quick, my only real question is like, is this so if we judging battles, like is this gonna be like judged like is there gonna be one basis for all the battles or is it gonna be like case by case? Like a 5 on one battle, is it gonna be a 5 on a different battle or is it gonna be like overall like on our on what we judge as a 5, we feel like you gave us a 2 or we feel like you gave us a 3 or is it going to be like based on this battle?
Uh, as a scorer, I feel like I can't judge every single person on you know, a Geechee Gotti, Hitman, Rum Nitty level. Because then all the cards would be looking real crazy. So, I guess I'm gonna judge it. I don't know. That's a good question. Go Nash. Tell me about myself.
Oh no, I was gonna say that I judge the battle based on the battle, based on what I'm looking at. I don't compare it to other artists or even artists that's on the same card. I'm trying to like when you smell the coffee beans before you go into the what you call like you shopping for perfume and shit. You know what I mean? So in between fragrances, you got to smell the coffee beans so you don't have that residue from the last battle or from the last, you know what I'm saying, scent fragrance going into the next one. So I do the same thing. I look at this solely on this battle. I'm not thinking about the nitties, the geechies, the surfs, nobody, nothing else. Even anybody in your class or anybody in your league, I'm not thinking about that. So nope, it's just this battle is how I'm judging it. And then the next battle, I'll judge that one accordingly. But I'm not comparing artists.
All right, that's cool. That makes sense.
If
Yeah, and
anybody
then
could
any
tweet the
other
space, man, that'd be dope. If y'all could tweet the space one time.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
definitely. Please share the space. Please share the space. Try to get as many eyes in here as possible, so they can see y'all. to be honest, this ain't even about us. It's about the artists that are here. So, we can all get better.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's what Tzzy Gang is really about. Like I said, man, it's really not about us. We just trying to put it out there to the people for y'all. That's why the main reason I was telling y'all to get on Twitter. I mean, I didn't know we was gonna do this. You feel me? Like, it just came up. I don't know. Actually, we've been talking about this probably for like a good month and a half now. But it's just a lot that we've been doing. But I was really trying to tell y'all, the Twitter, because Twitter is really where it's at when it comes to battle rap. But I know we have, those are not the other only judges. I'm not judging, obviously. I know we don't do that. But we do have some of the other judges. So um, Diva, MJ, I know y'all going to be judging starting next week, hopefully. So if y'all want to come up and let them know, like, kind of answer towards C's Saint question, as far as, like, are y'all going to be judging, how y'all going to be judging. I mean, if not, then, it is what it is. But, yeah, it's not only them two judging. All together with Tzzy Gang is, I don't want to forget nobody. So I'm just going to say it's like at least 15 of us. It's definitely at least 15 of us. Throughout the 15, we trying to have at least like 10 of them, judge. If not, we going to definitely have a few every time. So, yeah, we got Diva just pulled up, MJ on her way up. Diva, what's up?
Hey everybody, whoever wants smoke, look at the people in here. I'm so excited. I'm definitely I'm just want to say hello, but I'll definitely just be looking at the battle. I like the scorecard actually. I think that's dope. So shout out to y'all for that. But I just I judge the battle by the battle, by what how the performance is, the cadence, the aggression, the crowd control. I mean, those are things that I look for. I like that. I mean, that's the stuff that I look for: the punches, the haymakers, the bars themselves, the schemes. I mean, those are things that I look for in a battler. So I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
man.
we let you smoke. Yeah, we just let you
Okay, I
smoke.
thought everything froze on my end. I couldn't see anything happening. So okay. But yeah, that's what I look for. So I can't wait to judge. I'm excited. Well, at least break it down, not judge, but break it down.
Yeah, because that's really what it is. It's really not judging. It's more breaking down. Right, right, right.
It's on you,
MJ?
Mary J.
Hey y'all. Okay, so first of all, hey Gully, hey Boogie Blue, um, hey Ceez. Ceez is my favorite. That's why I'm not judging this one. I really thought that I could be unbiased, but I really probably would have been like, he 30'd him off the first fucking round. Because I love Bark. Like that nigga barks. And I love that. I like Bark. Um, and I like when niggas talk they shit, like Naj said. But like she said, to answer the question, I will never go into a round and say, "Oh, he didn't scheme the way Lux schemed on it." Like you can't do that because this person is an individual battler. So like she said, I will definitely, sniff my coffee beans, make sure that the residue from any other battler is, gone so I can make sure I'm unbiased and fair.
You good, Diva?
Oops. And I just want to say that I've seen this battle. This is how I was introduced to whoever wants smoke. Shout out to Mama. This is like the first battle she ever sent me, and I remember this because I was like, oh my god, like his second round was crazy. I was like, he had the best round of the battle. Like I mean, it was crazy. So I was like, yeah, okay, this is how I got introduced to y'all. So I was like, oh my god, they produce stuff like this. I can't wait to see more. Like that's it. So I just wanted to add that in. So shout out to whoever wants smoke. Okay.
Big bro.
Yeah, another quick question. So how do y'all score like chokes and stumbles? Like, how does that factor in?
Well,
Great.
Or
that's
like, how
great
does
question.
that affect the score?
I don't know if that would go on the performance side. Uh,
So I mean, theoretically, could someone still win the round even if they stumble because of they like made up for it in the rest of the round, or like is it like crazy points taken off? Like, how does it work?
Right. So I mean, so what y'all want? I mean, we could talk about that. I mean, it don't. I mean, yeah, either yeah, because I guess if we want to be fair, we want to make sure that is people are taken away from it. So it might have to be a separate section. Um,
Clean. Cleanliness, which is close to godliness.
I think I can answer that. What Emery said, like it will go towards your performance. So the one thing about like that's nice about the scorecard is that it's we don't the you get a total score at the end. So it's not like it's round for round. We don't tally up your points at the end of each round. We tally up your points at the end of each attribute. So at each attribute at the end, you have a total number of 15 possible. If your performance flops in one round, you get a one for that round, which means that now you probably you off rip lost 4 potential points for that attribute total points. And then at the end, we tally up all those points to figure out what your overall score is. The highest possible score that you can get per battle is 75. That's like if you did everything perfect for every single round. We know that that's almost impossible because humans flawed. That's it's not gonna be perfect. So you can absolutely choke. Um, and still get a decent score. However, you probably won't win that round because it will cost you. I mean, you won't win that total battle because it will cost you in overall total points. Boogie Blue.
Thank you. Asking for my last performance. So, if you choke, that automatically put you at a one for that performance round, for that round and that. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
It
if you
wouldn't
choke
do me
for
like
me,
that.
for me it would.
Yeah, I'm a professional choker, so pause. Pause. That's
So,
crazy.
Oh wow.
yeah, I would say
I
that's
mean,
crazy.
you're a battle rapper, so
I would say that could start at like, oh, I don't know, because what if the bars is crazy? Like, because you have people like hustled and choked and came back crazy.
Maybe the punches are still a five.
Or
But
See,
maybe
that's the thing. Yeah,
I maybe start at a three instead of a five. I think you should definitely be penalized. You should not be able to get a five for a round that you choked in for a fact. But maybe like a three because a one. I mean, I don't plan on choking, but I'm just saying for everybody else.
and that's a fact. And so here's why, like, we try to have multiple people watching these battles and submitting their scorecards, because if we have 10 to 12 people doing it within Tzzy, that will give you a better idea of overall how you looked to 10 people. So you using us as a sample size of the culture. Obviously we're not the whole culture. So out of 10 people, if we just a small percentage, you can kind of get a good idea. We all from different areas. We all have different backgrounds. So it's not 10 people from North Carolina. It's not 10 people from LA. It's 10 people from all over the nation and including Canada that, that we can look at this using one measurement and then kind of give you an idea from there. So my scorecard looks totally different from Emery's. I saw his. Mine look different from his. And then if I were to see other people's, I'm sure everybody is going to have some type of wavering or differing total score. So I don't know if it was Gully or Diva next.
Gully can go. That's fine. I'll wait.
Nah, nah. I just was gonna say I think it's dope though. I understand what both y'all are saying, but we gotta remember some people used to count that if you choke, you lost a round. Period. So, we got to have some type of fact that if you do choke, it got to be penalized in a different way, because people will just feel like, oh, I could just choke and get knocked to a three. Like, nah, that's just not how it's going to work. So, I think also it should be something for recycling too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that would work. But that's all I had to say, y'all.
That's a good point, and maybe we can add that, like at the bottom, like if you choke in this round, you automatically, like, the highest you can get is a two. I don't give a fuck how hot your shit was. If you choke, the highest possible score you can get is a two. But that means everything else will have to be completely fire. So
Or
maybe
you
we can
got
talk about that.
A penalty box, like I have a penalty box, like after you total up the full round, what it could have been, and then have like a minus at the end, like okay, like this is what you would have had with nothing, and then at the end we had to take away 2 points. 2 points is an automatic choke, or 3 points is an automatic. You know what I'm saying? A choke is an automatic 3 points. A recycle bar somebody call out is an automatic 2 points, or something like that too.
That's fire. If you're wearing a shirt, grab your shirt because that's fire.
That's dope. That's what I'm about to say.
Somebody push her. Push her.
Don DeMarco.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
If you wearing a shirt, it's crazy.
Drop the market.
Drop the market is
Drop the
crazy.
Drop the
market.
market. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
I got a question though. So is it do y'all count? Is it different between stumbles and a choke?
Yeah,
So if a
that
person stumbles and then get their shit back, is that counted as a choke or just a stumble?
it
that's
doesn't. That's two different things for me.
yeah, that's a stumble for me. Because if you can get it back in a round, like you still can get it back, but if you choke, it's over. Like your round is over for me. I still want to hear what you say because you can quit. You can just give up. If at least if you stumble, you trying to get the rest of your round back. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's different for me. Um,
No, that's the same for me, Diva. If you get it back, then we good. Also, with what Naj said about the if you choke, it's the automatic. You can only get 2 points. Like, I think Boogie Blue said no. Gully said that if somebody choke, you automatically lose in there. Like that's how I am. If you choke, you lost that round. Like yeah, you got it back, but you choke. Like you wasn't prepared. It's over for you. Like that's how I kind of look at stuff. So I don't know. I don't know, but I definitely like Boogie Blue's suggestion with the penalty box. I like that.
What up, y'all? Just wanted to tap in, say what's good. That whole card thing at the top, that's dope as hell. That scorecard, that's fire. Definitely crazy. I just want to comment on the stumbles. Like sometimes a stumble isn't even close to a choke. It's you rapping too fast over your own tongue. You didn't get the bars off right, and you get it back quick. You just didn't get it off clean. So sometimes stumbles I don't think are even the same as chokes for sure, because a choke is like, yo, you definitely weren't rapping for a minute. Like you stopped, like you did one of the dams. Like if you're doing that, that's an automatic. But if you just stumbling and like you just trying to get over your shit and you just kind of making it choppy and messy, like it's not a choke per se. It's definitely gonna take away from your performance, but I wouldn't say it's a choke. That's all. I appreciate y'all.
No, I feel you.
We appreciate you. Thanks for the input. I like that. I like that. Okay, so I kind of gave y'all my overall opinions of Jig and Ceez, just first impressions, just kind of big picture opinions. Emery, do you have anything to add to that, or any other speaker?
Mine was similar. I will say I really do like Jig's thought process. I like his I like some of his material. Um, I thought maybe he could like expand on certain things because he had like these little bars in between that could have been like really really bigger punches if he would have you know wrote more into the punch instead of just like putting a punch there and then getting to the next spot. Casino. Um, I know everybody. A lot of people talk about his second round. I personally think his first round was like flames. I thought his first round was like URL ready. His energy. He's a taller, bigger individual, which is already going to help you out in battle rap. Period. He's barking on you. So he has that, and he has buzz. He's, you know what I'm saying. It's not simple material. So I thought it was fire. I do feel like the energy is the difference, but the bars. I think Jig does have bars though.
No, I totally agree. I kind of agree with everything you said. Actually, yeah. My first impression of Jig, just material wise, I said, I like this dude. He's definitely kind of slick. He kind of like a slick talker, a slick little street talker type dude. He's not too loud. He just kind of like coasts his way into a punch. And coast not meaning like it's slow. It's just he just has a rhythm and a flow about him. The very first impression that I had was he reminds me of Cassidy, but like not today's Cassidy. He reminds me of just kind of that just riding the wave type, just real think like we gonna take the scenic route, sweetheart. We not going on the highway. We gonna chill, we gonna cruise, and we gonna kind of wave flow our way into that shit. I think he definitely does have punches. And like Emery said, he says some things. And this is kind of one of a real big thing that I have. I'm not a battle rapper, but I am a rapper. So I feel like if you have one bar, if you just take one more second and build upon that punch that you had that kind of stung a little bit, you can probably reel in 3 to 4 punches if you just take a little second before moving on to the next big thing you want to talk about or the next angle or whatever. If you take just a little bit more time and finish building out that one punch, this is how you get to every fucking bar. This is how you realize like you wake up and you rum nitty, where it's like, damn, he really just gave me bar for bar for bar. I think Jig has that. I for sure know Ceez has that. But overall, I think it was a great battle, and this was whoever wants smoke's first fucking battle. This is a crazy battle for an entry battle. I mean, this is a battle that I would want to watch right now. I don't care if the league been around for 10 years or 1 year or 10 months. This is a great battle overall. I've watched the battle 3 times already. I'm probably gonna watch it another few times because it's a good battle. I don't have any complaints about the battle at all.
And I want to say one more thing about Jig. If he added just a little bit more enthusiasm, he could be like an easy to block captain because it's already like a gritty feel to him. And if he just put certain emphasis and certain parts where he calmed down, because he can project his voice. He has all of it. It's just not fully packaged. And I haven't heard his new material, so I don't know. He's probably 5 battles in now. Diva.
Oh, easy to block captain. Oh, okay. I didn't get that from him, but I do think he was dope. I do think he was dope. I just think that he was outperformed. I think Cazino Ceez just really like you could tell he was comfortable. He was there. He was present in the moment. He controlled the crowd. I mean, bars alone, he was crazy. For me. I like that I mean, it's just his aggression. I like the way he was talking to this nigga. And don't get me wrong, Jig had something, but I think he wasn't enough for that stage. That you already knew, you could tell that Casino was like the crowd favorite, but not even that. It was just the way he controlled the room. You knew that was his room. And I think that had Jig been a little more, had he performed a little more, I think he could have took over. I think he could have at least made it debatable for me. But shout out to Casino because I was like, he did the damn thing. I was like, damn. Like you damn. Like I kept every little ball, I was like, okay. And then it got better. I was like, ooh. Like I was excited. Like I really want to see him more. And I watched your battle so I could tell like you've improved on a lot of things. So yeah, he's destined for greatness. So he's dope as shit. So shout out to you, Casino.
Big shout out to
Shout
Ceez.
out to
Big
y'all.
shout
Shout out
out.
to y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
I'm gonna give you 2 bars, and then we can, I guess, start the real breakdown. Um, but Diva, if I lived in Bel Air with Will, I would have been serving his Aunt Vivian and Uncle Phil. And then he got on Vision. He said something about dude was blind. He had bad. He couldn't see, but he could cope. He was like he got on Vision Web while using Vision Web to whip the white. Those
Come
are
on, man.
those are easy to block esque type bars. You get what
It is.
I'm saying?
Now that you say that, it is. I mean, I knew exactly what you were talking about. When you said that, you started. I knew exactly. Then I got what you were saying. Okay, okay, Emery, I'll give you that. I'm gonna go back and
He
watch.
said esque. He said esque.
Yeah, even that. No, I don't. Okay, I guess you saying like if he work on it a little bit more, he could kind of. I got what you're saying. I got it because I was like, I didn't get it until you just said it. So shout out to you, Emery. I forgot you a battle rapper, so I gotta look at it too. Okay, I got you. I'm here.
Uh,
Yeah, that's a fact.
for sure. So, do you want to? What you want? You want to start with the first round, or anybody have any
Okay,
statements?
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tweet out my scorecard. I'm just gonna tweet out my scorecard, and do I have to tweet it to put it in the jumbotron? I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna tweet out my scorecard so I can put it in the jumbotron.
It's so personal, but I'll do it.
Well, how else am I gonna get it up there so they can see it, so the people can see it?
I know. It's not really.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Do
worry.
y'all want me to drop down? Did anybody else want to come up? You want to drop me down?
No.
I could sacrifice my spot if somebody wanted to come up.
No, you can stay up. I can come down. I don't know if like Mama might be wanting to come up. Or, well, never mind.
Oh
And
no, y'all could like take me off if y'all want. I'm
yeah,
not really gonna be
take
talking
me
much.
down.
I appreciate all y'all sacrifice. Truly.
Team player around here.
Yeah, so I
Emery,
think
every time.
it might be loading up here soon. Okay, so mine is up there. So I think that what Emery said as far as Emery and Diva, I'm gonna piggyback on both of y'all. First of all, Ceez, you have a aura about yourself that's undeniable. Don't change that. Don't change shit about that because that's gonna propel you to wherever you want to be in this culture. So
That's okay.
keep that energy. Keep that motherfucking energy. Because at the end of the day, energy is what sells tickets. You can be subpar pen, but if you have the energy and the conviction, you can literally do whatever the fuck you want to do in this culture. So keep that absolutely. Um, there is not quite that I would say for you to really improve on, but except for maybe you want to do just a little bit more wordplay. Maybe I know that for me, I thought the third round was a little short. But for the most part, I really don't have much. Now you can see my breakdown at the top, and then you'll see Emery's. Um, as you can see, I'm just gonna start with who we want to start with, Jig or Ceez. Who you want to start
I
with?
think. I mean, so you just doing it by person by person. You doing it round by round.
I do just person by person.
Oh, all right. You holla at
So
your
let's talk
you
about Jig
person by
first.
person. All right, go for it.
Okay. So boom. So with Jig, I looked at each attribute in the round. So I kind of had like where I wanted to be. Let's say the energy is my first on round one. I got energy as a 3, and that's kind of consistent throughout the battle. But he did have highlights in there where it's like, oh, this part of the round, this couple bars was a 4, but overall it was a 3. He had some highlights where it's kind of like it was teetering up, but then it kind of teetered back down. So I kind of settled on 3, performance 3, punches 3, schemes not so much, and his moments are 2, and the moments are like the bigger room shakers and him kind of like getting his footing. And I saw middle of his first round where he started to kind of like really get into his bag. By this being his first or second battle, I can't remember what it was. I still saw little nerves in the beginning. Obviously, that makes sense. But it played into his performance, and that's kind of where I graded in that first round. But keep in mind, we look at round for round, but we're looking at the attributes, the total score of the attributes. So I'm not going to read all the rounds because I don't think that is beneficial. So I'm looking at a total of energy at a total number of 15. I graded him a 9. Um, that's really not bad for a new battler. I think if you can place anywhere in my mind, if you can place anywhere a 12 and above in any of these categories, you're a damn good battler. A really, really damn good battler. He's not far away from that as far as energy is concerned. And I think what Diva and Emery was saying earlier, as far as his bars will hit just a little bit more if the energy and the performance was just elevated a little bit more. He's gonna get there. Have no doubt that he's gonna get there. He's probably there already. I haven't seen his latest battle. Um, Performance, I got overall as a 9 in performance. Kind of ties into the energy as well. But how Tzzy kind of broke that down is that we said, okay, who was a dope performer but is not high energy? We looked at, I brought up Couture. I brought up Torido. People who are not super yelling, barking. They're gonna do their thing, but they still are some of the best performers in this culture. So you don't have to be super high energy to be a good performer. So I think in his aspect, he doesn't have to be like a easy where he like barking. He can kind of keep this style, but if he just elevates his performance more, as far as maybe switching out certain words, maybe not saying the smaller kind of cat in the hat words, maybe giving us some with a couple of more syllables. And I think the people that we uh, kind of point as, oh, these are the lyricists, they using regular language. They're just using a synonym that has a couple of more syllables that make it sound a little bit more crazier, and that adds to the performance. But overall, I gave him a 9 performance, 9 energy. In punches, I gave him a 7. Didn't have a lot of punches. Schemes that I kind of tied into wordplay, double entendres, all that. Didn't have a lot of it, so I gave him a 4 in that area. And then moments, overall moments out of 15, I gave him an 8. Um, Looked the part. He just looked nervous, looked new, looked nervous, and wasn't really didn't really give me the conviction for me. So that's a bonus. It can't hurt you, but it can only help you. So I gave him a 1 for that. Total overall score is a 38 out of 75. What you got, Emery?
So Jig, I just want to go over a few bars as well with my breakdown.
Please do. Please do.
Um, so energy and performance, threes all around. He didn't do anything different. He didn't do anything wrong. He just didn't do anything like crazy right. It was projected voice wise. He didn't really move as far as his performance, but I did feel what he was saying though. So if you're able to get what you're trying to say across, I consider that performance to me. That's a piece of it. Um, I thought his first round was first and third were both kind of his lightest rounds. I personally liked his second round as far as punches. Gave him a 3 in the first, 3 in the third, 4 in the second. Schemes. I like some of his schemes. I know you didn't hit his schemes, but the little beat metronome. Um, Let me go over some of the bars. 212 is a room. That means two niggas with 12 gauges waiting in your room with two hands on the 12, pointing at the top like it's noon. I fucks with
That one
that.
was fire. No, that one was fire. That
That's a
actually
fire
was the
scheme.
room shaker that I
Uh,
had. That definitely had the crowd going crazy because it was like, damn, 212s, and then I saw people looking, thinking about the damn clock. Like you
yeah.
could see people thinking, like, what the clock look like? Because everything digital now anyway. Like, damn, I ain't seen the clock in forever. So yeah, no, that was fire for sure.
That was his best bar that round. I kind of I like the hands you pray with, the Tank Davis, the head. You gonna need some ice for your head. That was cool. I think his second round is where he started cooking, where he said it was what's a beat to me because I never had trouble getting bass off and had fiends that came frequently, treble bass frequency, and this a nigga you think gonna bring the beast to me. Fuck with that. The two bars I said earlier, if I live with in Bel Air with Will, I'd be serving his Aunt Vivian and Uncle Phil. He got on Vision Wear while using the Vision Wear to whip the white. Um, then he had a few little things that I like the Phil with bald heads, Wallow and Gilly. I thought he like if he would have screamed on that, like the bar would have hit a lot harder. The gambling scheme he did not end with a good punch, but the thought process of the scheme was fire. He talked about roulette 21. It was a dope scheme. It just didn't end right. No 9 to 5, but I got a rondo with 50 in it. I fucks with that. His third round was kind of like it was kind of just the like those were cool bars. So I ain't really got to get too deep into that. But he did have some really nice shit that I did like. His moments were around it too because his moments were just his best bars. He didn't have any moments where like um he really did anything to impact the crowd or bring the crowd inside of his performance. Um And for look the part, I gave him a 3. He looked. He looked like a rapper, right? I don't know. I don't look the part either. It's probably.
No, you don't. You don't. You look like a librarian. So no, you don't look up the part. Actually, thanks for pointing that out.
But that's how I felt. Overall, it was a 9 on energy, 9 on performance. I gave him 10 on the punches, 9 on the schemes, 6 on the moments, and 3 on look the part, which totaled to 46 out of 75.
Okay, so as y'all can see, our scorecards are, I mean, quite a ways away. Not too far away, but like, 10 points away. So, that's why it's good to have, if we can do this every single week and have at least 10 scorecards, you can kind of average them out to say, hey, I averaged out being a 11 in performance. I averaged out being, having a 12 in moments and shit like that. So I think that'll give you guys a better picture of where you are and maybe what you need to improve on, and then vice versa, what we need to improve on. Like we can better critique battles and better analyze battles. And for us, we're trying to be more than just what Hustle said. It's just like little blips in the culture. We're really, really trying to add to the culture and add to, just battle rap in general. So yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the space.
Shout out to y'all for the breakdown too. Appreciate y'all.
That was Jig. You about to get into Casino.
All right, Casino. Okay, so as you can see, energy. I gave him a perfect score. Energy. For the entire battle, he possible 15 points. He got 15. Performance. He got 14. He only dipped off for me in the third rounds. I thought it was just a hair too short. And then he had a little bit of like almost a little bit of dry spots. I can tell that Ceez definitely responds to the crowd. So if the crowd doesn't give him kind of like, if he knows he has a fire bar, but if the energy doesn't match the bar that he put out, then it kind of he takes like a second before he gets into the next one, which means to me, it tells me that he has to be a stage battler. Well, not has to, but like, you got certain battlers that just feed off of crowd, feed off momentum, and feed off that energy. Tay Rock is one of them. Surf is one of them. That's not a bad thing. So, but no. So that wasn't, you could have got 15, you got 14 in my book, and I think that's damn good. So, like I said, anything over 12 for me is marks of a really, really, really good battler. Punches, I gave you an 11 out of 15. I thought your second round was incredible just from top to bottom. I think you had so much in that second round as far as energy, performance, punches. Was it a perfect round? Yes, no, who knows? But I know it was fucking good. And overall, like I said, I think you're phenomenal. Schemes, I gave you an 8 out of 15. You don't scheme a lot, but you make up for maybe not scheming in areas where, like room shakers and haymakers, you absolutely suck air out of the building when you say certain lines. I'm sure Emery is going to touch on those. And then like moments I gave you an 8. And I probably, if I re-looked at the battle again, because I watched this battle again today at like 6 in the morning, if I re-looked at this battle again, I would probably give you more points on moments right now. But standing as we are, out of 75 total points, I gave you 61. And I think that's fucking good. I really do. I think you're great. I think this whole process is great, and I appreciate y'all even listening to a little girl like me from East Cleveland say what I got to say about battle rap.
We appreciate you too, and East Cleveland.
Not in East Cleveland.
Shout out to East Cleveland.
Shout out to EC.
Shout out to East Cleveland.
Oh, the Cleveland, man.
Did you want to say anything about the breakdown, Casino? Since you here.
No, listen, man, I'm here for all opinions. I want to hear everything. Shit. That's what I'm here for.
All right. I also gave you perfect scores on energy, and I gave you perfect scores on performance. I like the way you play into the crowd, even like with the what was the gigolo bar, gigolo what? You know what I'm saying? That whole like yeah, feel your shit. Um punches. I gave you a 10. I want to go over schemes. Let me just go over the scorecard. Punches, I gave you a 10. Schemes, I gave you an 8. Moments, I gave you a 9. I feel like I'm skimping you on moments. I feel like you had a lot of moments in the third round, and the way that Naj broke down what moments are a little earlier in the space, I was like, I should have gave more on moments, especially in that third round. Like even with the John Doe and all that. And our total were the same. We just have like the points in different spots. Gave you a 61 out of 75. Um, the Jigga what, Jigga who bar,
Man, my goodness. All right.
red dot, or take a knife and run it into your face. Yeah. My favorite bar in that first round was no conviction when I spit, cause I only rap about killing niggas. Well, killing you is the only conviction I'ma get. That's my
Sheesh.
favorite bar of the battle. And it's not a crazy like bar, but it's it sound like it. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, give you that feel. The demons feast on my spirit, that soul food, that's
Come
fire.
on, man.
40 at your door like the entry fee.
Yo, when he said that, I said, that's a high ass entry fee, but damn. I got it. I got it. What's up? Who going with me?
Slept on bar, death calling, but it's your life on the line. That's fire. Um, treat them like a cheap whore and give Jig a low price. That shit's fire. Second round, I was actually cool on the laundry scheme. I was actually cool on that. It was cool. But the two straps by your ear, that's a COVID mask.
Yo,
Smith and
yo.
Wesson, and I will get jiggy with this shit. Black with the pen, I line a nigga up. Cool of the business side, so we can either shake with the hands, or I can
Mm.
give them fives. I really fuck with that. Um, the flash in the front was the last thing Jigsaw. One punch, the bitch fell. Catch him again around November. That's mid fall. That shit's hard.
That
That
shit's hard. That shit's hard. And Emery, I want to say, because I'm glad you quoting these bars, because a lot of people conflate pen with being super wordy or using way too many big ass $2 ass words to prove that you went to somebody's school. Let me tell you something. You can be real clear and real direct and still have a fucking pen.
that's a
Don't
fact.
let people tell you that, oh, only all the pens sound like Verb or whoever the case. No, obviously, Ceez, you have an incredible pen. You have an incredible pen. I would challenge you to I know you're high energy and I know you bark, but I would challenge you to switch up your your tone at certain points. So, there could be pockets, we like using that term pockets, where you could say the same exact thing, but maybe if you tone it down, pull back, that leads up to your next big haymaker, I think that would change the entire perception or perception of your round, because it's like, oh, he doesn't sound the same all through the round. Even you could say the same exact thing on your second round, but if you took certain key points and say, you know what, I'm just gonna talk these 4 bars. I'm just gonna say these 2 bars instead of barking those 2 bars. It can change the next 4, 5, 6 bars that you have. So that's the only thing that I would say. Just challenge yourself to maybe say, oh, okay, let me just change how I said this a little bit. Let me just kind of like cakewalk, like when you macking. Okay, shout out to the Mac, shout out to players. When you really in your pocket and you really spitting your shit to Shorty or homeboy MJ the Menace. When you really spitting your shit, everything can't come off like rah rah. Sometimes you got to pour up some wine. You can't have a shot every time. Every time ain't Jameson. Sometimes the ladies gonna need some red wine. Let I'm gonna light this candle for you, girl. I'm gonna pour up this way around for you, girl. That's how I feel like sometimes you kind of gotta treat the round. You know what? I got you. Here goes some wine for you. Kick back. I'm gonna take you on a ride.
She gonna take his burnettes and like it.
You know what? All right.
The
I hate him.
Burnett's. The Burnett's is crazy.
Come on,
Not
man.
Bone Star.
Yeah, that shit foul. That shit foul, sir.
No, but I'm highly impressed. I think your first round was URL ready. A lot of people think your second round is URL ready. So sounds like
Sounds
you're
like to me
ready.
you got 2 rounds. 2 rounds is your, because I thought the second one was crazy, but I thought what you did in the first kind of fucked Jig up for the rest of the battle, to be honest. I thought you came out in the first and you could really win a battle in 1 round to me. To me. Now, this is if I'm grading 2-1 type shit, because there's so certain rounds that are so overwhelmingly good that I don't care what you did them other 2 rounds. What you did in that 1 round won you the round. We see it all the time in battle rap. For instance, we look at always go back to this battle. Look at it's 2-on-2, so it count, but it don't count. Um, uh, Guns and Cake, Loaded Hollows. Guns and Cake clearly won them first 2 battles, the first 2 rounds with Tay Rock and Chess. Clearly won them first 2 rounds. But what Lux did in that third round, and I'm not including Hollow because Hollow was literally just sitting there, standing there in awe. But what Lux did in that third round, it literally made me forget them dropping the shells and all the rest of that shit they did prior to that. His third round was so impactful. I think you had 2 impactful rounds. The first one you opened, you came out the gate punching. Um, did you have a rebuttal in that first round? I can't remember. I feel like you did.
He had a rebuttal in the second.
Yeah, I rebutted in the second. No, it was my first round because he went first. I
Oh
rebutted.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so out the gate with the rebuttal, that's phenomenal. I don't know at what point, like,
I
let
don't
me ask you
pray.
this, Ceez.
That's what the rebuttal was. I don't pray.
What number battle was this for you?
It was like 4 or 5, I think.
Okay, so 5 battles in and you already rebuttaling. I don't know if that's something you built over time or you kind of already, are you a freestyle, a good freestyler in general?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm a freestyler. Like back in the day, I used to always like niggas used to come into my hood and shit, and then they used to act like they used to rap, so I used to freestyle and come at them and shit. So I did that shit all my life. So I say that I've been professionally battle rapping for a year and a half, but I always freestyle like coming at niggas and shit like that.
You only been doing this for a year and a half?
Professionally, like actually writing a round for somebody and actually remembering that round and going to spit that round and performing that round. Yeah, so you're August 22nd of 2020.
Well, grab your damn shirt, young man, because listen, you got it. If this is what a year and a half looks like, I can't wait to see you at year 4 or year 5 or year 10. Because unless you decide that you don't want to do this, you will be around that long.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I am gonna be around though. I ain't going no fucking where.
Smoke.
So,
Smoke.
Naj, like
Yeah.
you said, a year and a half. So, like, are we like going ahead and he's gonna be like a legend, like Daylight, the Lux, the Mooks. You saying that's where he gonna be at? Because that's what I see.
I mean, that's what I see. So I see, okay, I'm going to be completely honest. What I see is the best parts of twerk. The best parts, not the choking parts. I see the conviction. I don't know you from a can of paint, young sir. But when I see you on a stage, I feel like I've seen you before as far as no, this guy is going to be successful in this career. If this is what he's choosing to do and invest his time and money and passion and blood, sweat and tears and all that shit, if this is what you want to do, you got it. And yeah, I see you being around for a long time, and I definitely see you up there with some of the best performers and the best entertainers that this culture has to offer. So I'm mentioning twerk because on stage, there's not many people that's as exciting to watch as he is when he is on 100. When he is on 100, he can sell any ticket in the world just because that's who he is. And I think my intuition, my gut tells me that you possess that same type of charm is what I would say. Like that same type of just braggadociousness, that same, just that type of shit that just makes me drawn to you on screen. That's very, very rare because I have not seen you in person. But if I'm that drawn to you on screen, I can only imagine the type of energy you have if I'm actually in the building. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine that. So keep going so I can see you so I can see you in real life. Y'all gonna drag me out to Buffalo in the cold. I'm gonna have to drive 15 hours with my sister. We gonna eat chicken wings and I'm gonna watch some good ass battles. Boogie Blue, you next to. Dean, you next to. Who else in here? Fly Guy, yep. Gotta see all y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Well, it's summertime now, so.
Oh, it is summertime. But it be snowing in Buffalo every other week, so I don't know.
Damn, you don't think them niggas got a summer? That shit crazy.
Barely.
Barely.
Wow. Barley.
Yeah, and then as far as the interviews go that I spoke about, those are going to be done by the Tzzy Queens. Shout out to the Tzzy Queens. Naj, MJ, D, Diva, Mama, Melly. Those are the Tizzy Queens, so they do our interviews and all that. So whenever that time come, one of them a DM y'all, hit y'all up some type of way, and set up the interview. We already got one. We got one set up with. Well, they got one. Well, me too, because I'm part of the Tizzy Queens, so I'm an honorary member. You feel me? But yeah,
Yes, you are.
we got one set up with Boogie Blue. You feel me? So yeah, somebody's gonna contact y'all whenever it's time for y'all interviews though. Shout out to the Queens.
Ceez, what you got?
Nah, I really wanted to take this time to, appreciate Nasty Naj and Emery, man. The whole whoever wants to smoke Gully B, man. I appreciate this shit, cause y'all trying motivating the fuck out of me right now. Like y'all about to damn near make me tear up over here. Nah, this shit. Nah, but good looking though, man. I like, I don't hear that every day, so
Let it out,
I
bro. Let
definitely
it out. It's all right. We got you.
no,
Them thug tears, man. Them thug tears, man.
Thugs
no
cry
real
too.
gangster shit though. Now I gotta say real gangster shit now, cause y'all talk about
Ah,
crying.
we gangsters.
Nah, but
Gangsters cry too. You ain't see paid in full?
nah, that's a
I
fact.
said, hey,
You
yo.
ain't see paid in
No,
full?
I just wanted to hear, I don't know if Emery has something else to say, but I also wanted to, send my appreciation to y'all, man. The whole Tizzy gang, everybody down with the Tizzy gang,
Gang shit.
appreciate y'all, man.
Listen,
But I ain't know if Emery has done it not with his, what he was saying and shit. So you try to cut him off a little bit.
Oh, my
Oh
bad.
no! That was mainly everything I had to say. I don't have nothing negative to say.
No,
Definitely
I
don't have
take my
nothing negative.
61s, man. I'll take my 61s and run with them, definitely. Yeah.
Only thing I do want to say is that with as far as the scorecard, you're always going to beat him in energy. You're always going to beat him in performance. But me personally, I'm a I'm like a I'm a bar guy. So like there's going to be moments where you know things need to be the upper edge instead of everything. That makes sense. So like I technically have y'all 2-1 because I have him winning the second. But the score is 18-16 your way by the scorecard. So end of me.
Damn, you got him
Anybody else
winning
have
this.
something to say?
Hold on. You
He's
got him
smoking
winning
dope.
this.
I ain't even, I listen,
You
I ain't
got him
even,
winning this second. Yo, listen.
he bugging. No, he bugging. Don't even listen to that, Ceez.
I honestly think I 30'd the nigga, but I gave him the third on a courtesy because I do feel like my third was short. So I ain't want to take away from his rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like my third was definitely short, and it wasn't that much, bars in that third. But the second,
I'm, I'm I have a song called "Hating Ass Nigga" as well, so
yo, Ceez, I'm gonna tell you,
you can't
I'm gonna say
can't
this.
judge
I
me
did
for
see
so
the
what.
battle. Part of me, I'm handling stuff with my daughter, so I gotta get off of here real quick. I did give you the battle with the gentleman's 30. I do feel like you outperformed. Like Diva said earlier, you controlled the room. You was real comfortable. And you did what you had to do. Not saying that Jake did bad, but everyone has stuff they can improve on. So if he polishes the other stuff that everybody else has already said, I'm not going to repeat everything. He'll be good, But you definitely did what you had to do. You came to do a job and you completed it. So kudos to you. You did really well. I have really nothing negative to say about your performance. Maybe like pace a little bit and maybe tempo from time to time. But other than that, I think you did really well. You did what you had to do. Shout out to whoever wants smoke. Let them smoke. Let them smoke. You
Let them
heard?
smoke.
Appreciate you, bro, man. You
Let
just
them
smoked like a
smoke.
motherfucker. You just smoking.
That's
But
a
thank you, brother. I appreciate you,
ooh.
man.
Boogie Blue.
I actually agree with Ray.
You what?
I agree with you. If I was judging it based on just round for round,
Yeah.
I had a gentleman's 30 myself, and then what Steve said, I would have edged the third two jig just simply because Caesar's was just too short. But if I wasn't looking at length of round, I would have gave him all 3 rounds. I don't have anything else. Does anybody have anything else they want to add?
Floor is yours.
Hustle, can you tell us what's our next battle for next week so we can prepare, and then that way we can meet back here next Tuesday at 8 o'clock?
Yes, next battle is SDK versus Telly. Same card. It's the same card. The first card, our first card had 2 battles. Those are the first 2 battles. So
Okay, boom. So we're going to check that out. Make sure y'all check out that Fonz SDK that just dropped. The behind the scenes, the Fonz's commentary on the battle that dropped today at 2 o'clock. So definitely tune in. I know most of y'all here or whoever won't smoke, but if you're not, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe. Hustle mentioned that we do have an interview coming up with Boogie Blue. That's going to be April 3rd, Sunday on in our space here with Tzzy Queen. So pull up for that as well. You're going to keep hearing about it. You're going to keep hearing about it. And guess what? You're going to keep hearing about it. I appreciate everybody for pulling up with Tzzy Gang. Whoever wants smoke, let them smoke. Tzzy Gang, Tzzy shit. You know the vibes. Hustle,
you
can you
know
sign me
the
out?
vibes.
Hold on, we leaving? Let me know.
Tizzy shit.
Boogie
Yeah.
got something before we
Oh,
leave.
what's good? What's good, bud?
So as of right now, is it just the 2 scorers, or do you guys have more scores and everything?
Say that again.
As of right now, is it just the 2 scorers, or was that just who was available today?
Well, it's probably going to be 10 for next week. However, we just didn't have enough time to get everybody's scorecard in, so we can be prepared for today. But next week we'll have a lot more locked and loaded.
Understood.
If anybody wants to participate, I can let me know, and we can DM you the scorecard.
Can I
Maybe
be
you
a
can.
special guest? Can I be a special guest for next week?
You always got a seat over here. Come on, stop playing with us. Stop playing with us.
D, Hustle, you know I need to be a special guest or something, right?
You always try to get in somewhere. I
Man, you
respect
know,
it
man,
though.
I'm
I
whoever
respect it
gonna
though.
smoke. I am this shit, nigga.
Hey
What are you
yo,
talking about? I am this shit, nigga.
smoke,
Dead ass.
smoke. Nah, you always try to get it, but yeah, they already said it. You know what I mean, you go you.
No, I didn't want to be a special guest. Y'all can do what y'all do, and then I can just get my input in here and there. Y'all, whoever the people who gonna be scoring, y'all do y'all thing. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to cut into none of that.
yeah, and we're not saying it's gonna be 10 exactly. Like I said in Tizzy Gang, I'm not really counting, but I know it's at least 15. I think it's 15, maybe 16 of us. So it's always gonna be probably different numbers. It's not going to exactly be 10. Like we said, we was able to get 2. Other people was able to pull up. They watched the battle. They didn't do the scorecard, but they watched the battle. So they gave their input. So it's gonna be like that too. It's not gonna be at a set amount every time. You feel me? But we're gonna try to get as many people as possible though.
Right. And while the card may be edited the next time y'all see it. Like, it will be public information. Like, it'd be dope if the whole battle rap world used these cards. You know, that way everybody can feel fairly judged.
Not before we patent them though. Not before that.
They know where real rap resonates.
They better know. Tzzy gang shit, you heard?
Gang shit. Gotta know that.
For sure that.
All right, what y'all, until we meet again tomorrow, if y'all gonna be on Twitter, we doing High and Hilarious with Radiant Rob. He was down there, Rob and Slim. We doing that tomorrow at 8 o'clock right here in the spaces. We gonna double back on Saturday. We doing With the Shits on Saturday. Am I missing something for Thursday?
Thursday we are doing a mental health space. Please come through. Get your mind right. Yeah.
And then we gonna round out the week and start it back up from the top with we got an interview with Rainfire Moon here on this upcoming Sunday with Tzzy Queens at 8 o'clock right here in Twitter Space. So as y'all see, we trying to fill y'all week up with Tzzy shit, Tzzy gang, Tzzy shit, whoever wants smoke. So yeah, we just trying to dominate y'all calendars and continue to provide good content that's battle rap related, that's pure, authentic, and dope.
I got one more question, please. Is Emery and shout out to y'all like one more time. Do y'all be free to like spar and shit or hair bars and shit?
Oh
I do.
yes, we love that.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, I spar with I always spar with Gang. Shout out to Bars for Hire. I always spar with them and shit. But I just be needing another air like from people I don't really know like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'd be available. Wordsmith, another good guy to start with.
Nah, he dead. Don't speak. He
Yeah,
calling
yeah.
me out and
Oh
shit.
shit. Oh yeah, y'all battling. My bad.
He
I
dead.
ain't fuck up too.
Nah, we ain't battling yet. I don't even know if it's gonna happen, but he called me out though. So if it do happen, just know he dead.
Well, that's really gang on gang violence, but
Yeah,
okay,
it's
y'all.
not if. That's not even if. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that boy. He called me out, man. I don't know, man. Niggas don't. These niggas must don't realize the level up. I don't know. That jig, they watching that jig battle and still like, okay, that's what they doing. But they just don't know what they about to get their ass. They about to get they self into.
And sorry for the shameless plug. Wordsmith's We Go Hard battle dropped today. Y'all go check that out except for Casino. You know what
No,
I'm
I'm going
saying?
to check that out. I'm going to check that out, man. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, shout out to Wordsmith. Yeah, definitely.
Matter of fact, he just tagged me and something today, I think. I ain't never read the shit.
I feel like that was a battle because I know he tagged CB. Like, you ready for this, bro? I don't know. I'm just here and I'm with the shit. So
From
bring
Cleveland,
it
from East
on.
Cleveland.
What'd you say about East Cleveland?
Who said that?
I ain't
Okay,
say shit.
y'all. All right, y'all. Well, I'm signing
Yeah.
off. It's been real on my end.
No, but
I
you was
hope.
right, Nas. You was right. He did tag me, and he tagged me in the clip of his battle that just dropped today. And he said, I better be writing right now.
Oh wow.
He don't even know that he damn near one of the motherfuckers who inspired me to write when I don't have battles. So he fucked up anyways.
Oh, my man's bumped his head. Damn.
Yeah. I'm a rookie, but he did a rookie mistake. Telling me I should be writing right now. Okay.
Is this a blind face off? Okay, I need to face off
Nah, nah,
with both of
nah,
y'all
nah,
facing
nah.
off.
Yo, not a
Nah,
blind
I'm
face
focused.
off. Yo.
I'm focused on something else right now, though. Nah,
Why
I'm
I
focused
said
on.
that? Who said that?
Your ass said that.
You definitely said that.
All right, y'all. We'll pull back up here tomorrow. High and Hilarious with Rady and Rob. All we do is talk shit, kick back, smoke, drink, chill, politic, talk about anything from battle rap to
Sex of the
battle
battle.
in these streets. I don't know, battle of the bands. I don't know, but yeah, we doing it all tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Pull back up.
Let them smoke, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to
Smoke.
Tizzy Gang. Let them
Shout out to you.
smoke.
keep doing your thing, Ceez. Keep doing your
for
thing
sure.
so I can grab your shirt in person. Damn it.
Man, I can't wait. Listen, I might motherfucking man. Listen, it's gonna get lit. I can't wait till you pull up to one of the events. Everybody that's on this motherfucking space, man. If y'all ain't from the town, can't wait till y'all pull up to one of the events, man. Straight up.
For sure.
All
All
right,
right,
y'all.
though.
Y'all have a
I
good one,
appreciate
man.
y'all.
All right,
Y'all be
so
easy.
That's it.
yes, sir.